Hello, welcome to the newest episode of Beard, Bald, Bipolar, and the Boss. My name is Brandon Groucher, and I am here today to talk about the fish tank. So, we've talked about how our bodies are made up of 90% water. We've talked to doctors about how our minds are made up of over 80% water. We've spoke with surgeons, we've spoke with doctors, nurses, and a bunch of other people. And we've learned that water is an essential part of who we are. But what about fish? Like this fish tank right here. Have you ever thought about how people mean to do things in the nicest of ways and we don't even see how it affects others? What I mean is, a couple weeks ago, my sisters came in town for a very sad situation. And while it was sad, we all wanted to be there for one another. So we were doing things for one another that just trying to help. So my one sister, it's her fish tank that she has. And she literally has all these fish in there. And my mom and I have cleaned it. We've been taking care of it. My mom and I have been making sure these fish are happy. And my sister's in town, and technically these are her fish, and she wants her moment with her fish. And she's in there, and she's feeding them, and she's talking to them and all that. But the thing is, she took the filter out because it was dirty. We didn't have any more filters, and she didn't think anything of it. She throws the filter away and then turns around, and she's like, hey, we need to go pick some up. Not a big deal at all. She's helping out. We need to get new filters anyways. But the thing is, she didn't unplug the machine. So all of a sudden, all the water that's being filtered through and getting cleaned is no longer being cleaned. Day goes by, we forgot about it because we were busy at a funeral. Next day goes by, forgot about it just because everybody's spending family time together. We don't see each other very much. All of a sudden, we're on 3 days, and the fish tank looks like it's been no water moving. The fish aren't swimming around anymore. They're all hiding at the bottom, just cornered together. We realize that they're not getting oxygen. So my mom goes out right away. She goes and buys filters. Unfortunately for those filters, and it was right before closing. She's at the pet store. She gets them. She comes home, and they're just a little too big. They weren't the right ones. Then my mom turns around and she goes, I'll get it. I'll take care of it in the morning. I promise first thing. She goes to the store. She ends up coming back with a whole new system. This system filters the water in 3 different ways. This system cleans it. It helps the fish. It revitalizes the tank. You know, like they had in Finding Nemo. That, yep, exactly like that. But the thing is, there's no lasers. Within 12 hours, the fish tank, I put it together for my mom and dad and the fish. Within 12 hours, the tank didn't just look cleaner. The fish were swimming around again, happy. This hit me kind of hard because my sister, excuse me, my sister did not mean anything by taking the filter out. They are her fish. They've been in my parents' house for years. But at the end of the day, my sister was trying to help. She was trying to do something that would help us with the fish because she felt she hadn't been a partaking in them as much. While that little action of wanting to help, removing that filter, almost killed all the fish. They were all hiding. She meant no harm. She meant no disrespect. But she's also not taking care of these fish. And when you spend time and everybody's doing things to help one another and we don't get to see each other much, sometimes family in particular does things that are not your typical fights, discussions, issues. Sometimes they help with something and they don't even know they're helping that caused more stress and more work later. The action was behind them wanting to be there. No fish were hurt. We all are able to move on from it. Everybody laughs now about it, and the fish got a way cooler filter. So at the end of this all, I want you to know, think of how many times in your life you've removed the filter from someone else's fish tank, metaphorically, and you turned around and you didn't mean to create the mess. You didn't mean to hurt somebody else. You didn't mean to do anything else. But what you did, created a backup of unclean water that was hurting somebody else. Even if you didn't mean to, sometimes just seeing that and understanding they were coming from a good place helps both sides get to the best outcome. Guys, my name is Brandon. This is a episode of Beard, Bald, Bipolar, and the Boss. Thank you. I even put on a shirt and tie for you guys today. Thank you for joining. Oh yeah, before I forget, if you guys do enjoy these, please don't forget to hit the share button, hit the like button, hit the comment, leave a comment, tell me what your favorite type of fish is, or if you've never even had a pet fish. Thank you guys for tuning in. Once again, my name's Brandon, Beard, Bald, Bipolar, and the Boss. Invite your friends to come to the Delight Cafe. Thanks, guys.